Hello and welcome to Unity, where cultural diversity is sought after and explored. Today, the 5th annual Summer Fest brings people from the surrounding metro area together to enjoy all types of music, from Erykah Badu to Janelle Monae. I was quite honored to have the opportunity to sit down and chat with Miss Janelle Monae. So sit tight and enjoy this episode of Unity, because we are here for your enjoyment and your entertainment.
Hello and welcome to Unity. My name is Cassandra Hill and I am your host. Today we are at the Meriwether Post Pavilion and we're here for an outdoor concert. It's beautiful today. We're going to see if we can get an opportunity to talk to some of the celebrities. We're really concentrating on the arts and education. So we're going to track down Janelle Monae and ask her how important the arts were and how they influenced her career today. As well, we're going to try to talk to my cousins. They are also part of the Janelle Monae family, the Wonderland family, and we're going to talk to them about education and how it also influenced their career, because we're really being threatened in the school system, and it's a possibility that if we don't do something for the arts will be wiped out of the school curriculum. So as well, we hope you enjoy the show today. We have a little bit of B.O.B. for you. Also on the ticket, as you can hear in the background, is the godfather of soul, Chuck Brown, or the godfather of go-go, Chuck Brown. And we really hope you enjoy this show and tune in for the whole thing, because you're going to have fun. All right, so we'll see you in a few minutes.
You can try to compare her, but the truth is, you haven't heard anyone like Janelle Monae. And once you have, you are sure to become a fan. Her stage presence is that of a seasoned professional, and her musical genius and vocal stylings can fill up any stadium and beyond. She is a powerhouse, and you can listen to her music over and over again and retrieve a new insight each time. So I sat down to talk to this unique wonder of a woman who is fresh and new on the music scene, to find out about how the arts and education helped to shape and mold her now exploding musical career. And this is what she had to say.
Okay, Cassandra Hill here with Unity. We just witnessed Janelle Monae on stage. Excellent show, excellent show.
Thank you very much, Cassandra.
Now, I wanted to ask you, how do you feel about arts and education? And I know that basically you were in a performing arts school in New York. Tell me about that experience.
Sure, it was a wonderful, experience. I'm so glad that I had the opportunity to leave Kansas City, Kansas, fresh out of college, or not college, excuse me, fresh out of high school, because I went there for college. I learned so much about myself as a performer. I was able to become more culturally diverse. We had kids from different countries and us all together in one class. I definitely think that, education and the arts is pretty much my life. I read as much as I possibly can because I am in my career field now, and I think that it's important to be empowered by knowledge and to share as much knowledge as you possibly can with your supporters, especially other young girls that are in school watching you. It's very, very important that you know what's going on with the world, that you're able to add and subtract with your business, that you're able to read your contracts. So education is extremely important.
Who were some of your influences in school?
In school, I was heavily involved in musical theater, so I didn't have any influence. I was too busy trying to find out about myself. Of course I grew up loving bands like Earth, Wind and Fire, and James Brown, to Judy Garland, to Anita Baker, to David Bowie, and then when I decided I wanted to be an artist, that's when I started to discover more artists.
Your vocal range is incredible. Sometimes it's soft and then you go to gritty. How would you describe your voice?
I don't know, because it's growing. It's growing. I try to do as many new things as I can vocally. Certain characters come out when I'm singing. I guess it's very transformative. It transforms.
Now, I was listening to Arcandroid in the car,
Okay.
and it really made me feel as if I was watching theater on stage. I was visualizing.
Yeah.
Did you intend that when you wrote it?
Absolutely. It is entitled An Emotion Picture for the Mind. Yeah. We wanted to create an album that evoked certain emotions that we just were not in tune with, and we wanted the listener to visually see everything that was going on or interpret in his or her own way. Um, you know, and so we did. We tried, and so I'm just glad that you were able to feel something from that, or to imagine, to use your imagination when you were listening.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, Metropolis. Can you compare Metropolis to Arcandroid?
No, because well, they need each other. Metropolis, we wanted for the chase is the beginning, the origin, and so it's always cool that if you listen to Metropolis, Suite 1, and then go into Suites 2 and 3, which is the Arcandroid, it's an art and it's a story, but they also can stand on their own. Both bodies of work mean a lot to me, and they play an integral part of the Metropolis story.
See, now you are also Grammy nominated. Were you recently Grammy nominated again?
No, only one time, and that was for Many Moons vocal performance in the urban alternative category, and that was right after we released Metropolis Suite 1 For the Chase. But I do a lot of work with the well, I'm going to start doing a lot of work with the Grammys. They have a lot of community service initiatives that I'm going to be a part of, and I actually visited the Grammy Association in LA, the headquarters, and it was a really wonderful experience. So.
Okay, now your song Mr. President was excellent.
Thank you.
Brought chills, especially the line about education.
Can we talk about the education of our children? A book is worth more than a bomb any day. And remember, a mirror to Africa, who will bring the cure before it's too late. Don't you see the hurt?
Okay, but it's relevant for a lot of different reasons. For those people who do not know about Mr. President, tell them the concept of that song.
Well, that song was actually written a few years ago, before Barack Obama was in office. I think before George Bush was in office. Yeah, and we basically, it's a song for all leaders. It just doesn't deal with the President of the United States, but anybody who is in the position of power and can have great influence in a positive way. It was just speaking from the people's perspective. And I try to keep in touch with the people, my family, friends, people I grew up with as much as possible. And it was really just things that I had been hearing in the living rooms and, you know, on TV that the community was really worried about. And so I just, as an artist, I feel like it's my duty to be the voice for those who feel like people don't hear them, you know. And so that's why I wrote that song, and just, you know, it was a letter to anybody who is in the position of power to listen and take a look at how the people feel.